Okay, so picking up where we left off last time, I believe Flux killed a man.
That's true.
Yes.
It escalated quickly. After traveling back from Celestia's Edge, you guys encountered, or in Celestia's Edge, you encountered a gentleman by the name of Lord Django, Reginald, something else, Seaver Jr. the Third LLC. There's a whole thing.
You missed Cornelius.
Cornelius, yes. And he wasn't chained. That's important to the story. As you worked with him a barter for some rope that turned out to be non-magical. After sending him on his way with much deliberation, he turned up in Palma Flora, your kind of home village, where Flux entered into a duel with him. After the culmination of the duel, Callista revived Lord Django. He is coughing with very, very little health left, and a crackling boom, almost perfect for the weather outside right now, as thunder rained across the peninsula, the little island, some might say, as lightning cracks down and a large voice echoes out. Who disturbs the Storm Lord? As you start to see the clouds above start to funneling down into a almost like a funnel cloud, not quite touching down above the statue. I believe everybody is out in Palma Flora, save and except, I believe, Sven was sleeping, and Winona was off resting, or she wasn't in town this early morning.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Yeah. As
making friendship bracelets.
There you go. As this cloud comes down, lightning crackling about, this figure starts to form in the funnel cloud. A large, barrel-chested, burly-armed individual, large beard, an amulet across their chest with large pauldrons and a helmet revealing glowing blue-white eyes, almost like lightning. You picture kind of like Thor in the Marvel movies. As who insults the Storm Lord so? Looking down amongst you.
And sorry, I just had a thought. It's another tornado that Cam's not here for.
Yeah. He's just got to move.
Drive by. Holy shit.
Sorry, yeah.
Dude, I didn't even say anything.
It flashed through my brain. I'm like, this is great. Sven's. No, he's not. Okay, that's it. I'm done. That's my one.
Role playing. I can't see tornadoes.
I'm sorry.
Just to clarify, the statue of the Storm Lord at the center of town was like desecrated. That's what triggered this, right?
It was damaged in the fight. As
it was desecrated. It was damaged. Just got in the way.
Yeah.
You tell that to the Storm Lord, bro. Callista's going to like just be kind of in shock and just be like look look over LLC Cornelius whatever and check out if he's breathing.
And he's kind of breathing, just like you could see his chest kind of rising and going, but he's still unconscious.
I'm just gonna whisper to him, "Don't say anything."
To an unconscious man.
As the voice echoes out, anybody on the island, whether in the square or not, would likely hear this voice. Just to give you a sense of how booming it is.
And I feel like we asked this question earlier, but like, do I or anyone in the group, like other than Sven, I think, do we know about this guy? Like,
give me a religion check.
Religion.
Yeah, because this was Sven's, right? He was the one who was staring at the statue.
16.
Praying.
Cord, the Storm Lord, is one of the prime deities. So one of the, I believe it's 8 prime deities that have dominion over the different realms of mortals, essentially.
So are they gods or deities?
They are gods. Same,
Okay.
same thing.
Okay, just clarifying. Don't kill.
Yeah.
Are you writing that down?
Gods are deities.
Gods are friends, not Lord Jangs.
So yeah, with the 16, you know that the Storm Lord is responsible for largely the weather and the oceans.
I'm assuming Callista would know about him. Do you want me to make a religion check?
I think yeah, you know a little bit about him as well. I'm not going to make you go much more than that. Yeah, I'd say you're on par with what he knows.
I guess I'll be like waking up from it, so I won't act yet. But I've heard something, either a storm. I'm sure I don't know it's the Storm Lord himself right away, but I've heard the boom and know something's up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think because Gut, I don't think rushed over to help Django, but he was like in the square watching, just like, oh,
Who
don't see that every day.
who before me is responsible? As you hear thunder billow out from this voice, rolling across the sky.
Junk is,
Go ahead.
Everybody talks at
Yeah.
once.
How far is it from the tavern? From the tiki?
Like
Tiki bar.
40 feet, 50 feet.
Oh, okay. So I'm awake at this
yeah.
point then. Yeah, I definitely hear
Yeah.
it. So I'll probably start to come outside.
Yeah, I'll be there like after the next actions happen.
Go ahead, John.
Junk's just looking up like wide-eyed. Never seen anything like this before, but you can see like the gears turning in his head, trying to figure out how he can use this for his next like trying to put this like how and like looking around at like his boar like
as you do, the figure kind of reaches out with one hand. Was it you? Pointing at you.
At me or
At Junkrat.
Junk?
his hands just kind of like start to tingle with electricity. No, it wasn't me, but I can do this, and it just like crackles.
The hand shifts away from you, pointing to the next person who's I'm gonna say it'll be Gut. It points over to you, Gut. Was it you? Boo.
No, sir. I don't know who you are, but I had nothing to do with this this fight over here.
All right, what else are you guys doing?
I think Ida had just. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead,
I guess I should own up to this. With Lord Jangs is like on the after leaving Lord Jangs bloody, I feel like I should like chime up and be like, it was me, oh mighty Storm Lord.
Was it you? And he points his finger towards you.
It was me. I meant zero disrespect. Merely redeeming my honor.
I gotta get a deeper, gruffer voice. Sorry.
I like that though. That was really good.
All right. Well, if you are indeed intending to remedy the situation, if you wish to atone, there is a way I can put that upon you.
Maybe our goals can align.
Goals of mortals don't bother me. Do what you wish. But if you wish to atone for this insult, I have a task I must ask of you.
Okay.
Do not take this lightly, as it will require a pilgrimage. As this is going on, I just want to check in with. So winds come. Sven, are you on your way in?
Yeah, I think I was just thinking to myself. I think I've just seen that interaction where the Stormlord is talking to. If you're okay with it, Stormlord is talking to Flux, and all I've like walked out the door to hear the Stormlord be like, "I've got a task," and Flux is like, "Cool, we'll do it." Yeah, exactly, and being like, I'm just in the middle of like realizing how bad this situation is or could be.
I'm gonna send a message to Iris because I don't think you're here, eh?
Oh no, I just finished telling off Flux. I'm like right in front of him.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was
I
just
like-
looking at the Elba. It's like, who's not here?
Just Win and Sven. They're the only ones not here.
I'm gonna send a message to Sven then saying, your gods out here and things are not great. Want to come visit the square?
God.
Go get your gun. Yeah, I think that'll be like right before I open the door, and then I'll see all that.
I think I'm watching from the tiki doorway. That's where I envision my character right now.
Just like sipping a drink.
I envision myself with a coffee in like my morning house coat, like just seeing what's happening.
I picture it still has an umbrella, even if it's
Another
coffee.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
I think I'll yell out like, "Flux, what are you doing? Oh, mighty Stormlord, we bow to your power," and I'll like bow to him right away.
All right. Yeah, I see. I feel like you're saying that as he's telling, basically imparting this task to Flux. As he's, you must acquire a bird of paradise from Cord's throne. You can find it on the island of Buali.
Island? Do we get to ride the boat? What's Cord's what? Sorry?
Cord's throne.
Imagine this is all in game.
Yeah.
You must acquire. Sorry, what? Spell that out.
Sorry, what? Okay.
Can you
Once-
spell the name of the island, please?
The island of Buali. Once you acquire this bird of paradise, I wish that you lay it tribute to this statue. Or, if the weather's bad, leave it with the bartender for safekeeping.
They're real close, eh? He knows the
I was
bartender.
gonna say they're buddies, like
Just the bartender. He tends the bar.
Lord.
Can't
I
you
think we
control
can
the
strike it-
weather?
I think we can strike a deal, but I need some of your help. I recruit some of your power to help us in our quest. May they
That's fucking bold.
I like it.
Yeah.
I am literally pulling what's his face LLC like further away.
What
Venus is just glaring at you, Flux. Just like the
what power do you seek?
Attune my railgun, make it stronger, essentially.
Imagine going up to somebody's property and like destroying it. Like in real life, you just like smash their door and they're like, "Who the fuck did this?" And you're like, "It was me. Can I have some money?"
You're
not
right.
running
I'll fix it.
Hey,
For a price.
I shoot your shot.
this is Sean to Eric.
That's awesome.
This isn't Flux to the Stormlord. This is Sean to Eric.
No, and he disappears. I'm gonna say as the funnel cloud raises up, you have you have your task. Your mortal triflings mean nothing to me. If you don't do this, well, my wrath will be much worse the next time.
Cool.
And
When do we have to get this done? A year? A week?
All hail the Starlord!
you
think
see
God-
like a thumb up as it leaves.
Like the opposite of the Terminator, just sinking up into the clouds. All right, Gut is gonna walk into the middle of the square, and he's just gonna kind of like give a thwack with his staff to Flux and be like, "Well, evil never sleeps, right? Come on, let's go."
Never. I'm fine with doing that, but can I repair or can I heal?
If you took a long, you're gonna have to take a rest to heal or use some spell. That's on you to figure out, not me.
It's morning time.
Yeah, we
I would like to long rest.
That takes 8 hours.
Oh, thanks. All right, I'm fine. Let's just go.
We leave him behind on this
Yeah.
adventure.
We all get on the boat and he stays.
No, I want to
While
go on the
I'm trying
boat.
to figure this out, Flux just collapses on the ground asleep. Flux,
Could
what?
I'm like
Right.
Wally. I go into a corner and just power it out.
Um,
Do we know where is it Bawali or is it Gwali?
yeah, that's a good spot to pick up. Win, if you can make me a history check,
Ooh.
along with I would say, let's say Callista, Gut, and Win. The three of you can make history checks because you might have some previous knowledge about this island?
11 only.
That's good.
History.
17.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nat 20.
There you go. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so Win. So you know that you've dealt with the Clovis Concord before.
Yeah.
And particularly some of the things that you've been able to trade off them were precious materials from the island of Buali, specifically dark black rock and Buali glass. These types of materials you would know are typically associated with high volcanic activity.
Okay. And is it Bawali or is it Gowali?
It's B
Okay.
W U A L L I.
Okay.
I was close.
You were actually.
You in there.
There you go.
Okay.
Callista. With your knowledge, you are familiar with where the island of Buali is, as it's south of here, and a little further south of the of Vidi Cay, which is the island where your aunt Kala lives.
Cool.
Gut. You are very familiar with Buali, specifically in your dealings. It was a nat 20, right? In your dealings in your past life, you knew a bunch of revelry, people that were part of the revelry, to which they spoke of, and you probably overheard them talking about Buali being a hideout, particularly good hideout for a lot of their booty, their loot. They would stash it and store it there. And specifically that some of the customers would say that the Clovis Concord did not have the guts to go look at the island because they were fearful of things on the island that might be dangerous. And it was frightful enough that they would actually avoid the island altogether, making it a perfect spot for the revelry to hide their loot.
Got it. And sorry, you said that this is the Concord?
The Clovis Concord is the ocean merchants, and the revelry are kind of the pirates of the pirate amalgamation on the Lucidian Ocean.
Got it.
So that's what you would kind of know of Buali, the three of you, with your pasts.
Great.
Well, I know if we wanted to go to Bawali, I know we can collect some pretty interesting stones there if anyone's interested in some arts and crafts.
You can also stay with my aunt, probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. From what I hear, there's a lot of good stuff there. Question is, how do we get there?
What happened here?
Yes, why are we doing this? This is Flux's problem, not ours.
Guys, we got a quest.
Flux, why,
You gotta go on the boat.
Why did this?
What boat?
Don't we have the boat in town?
We do.
Is-
I got this boat.
Sven, Flux did a stupid thing and destroyed the statue of the Stormlord in a fight.
Oh yeah, so I'll look over and see that other dude's, I guess, close to drop,
Bloodied.
just like a little bit away, right?
I dragged him away and I kind of stabilized him.
Just do a disappointing look, I guess. I won't even say anything, just shake my head at Flux. But what did he ask you to get?
Bird of prey and bring it back to the throne.
Wasn't it a bird of paradise?
Bird of paradise.
Sorry, bird of
Paradise,
paradise. I did write that.
Would I know anything about that, Eric? My background with Cord.
Give me a religion check.
With advantage.
Yeah, I would say with advantage. That's fair.
Is it the flower or an actual bird? Jesus.
Oh my god, my rolls suck. +3. It's only a 10.
Yeah, I've wondered that too. Is it the
Damage?
flower or is it the bird?
Because there's like a greater bird of paradise and a lesser bird of paradise. And then there's some fun ones that are also associated with birds of paradise. For the bird.
I was gonna say, I was like, I only know the flower.
What are we talking about? I only got a 10.
We should ask him to come back and clarify.
Did you mean the flower?
Let me break the statue some more.
We need to get one of each, maybe.
With a 10, that's just enough. The DC was 10 for for the check. All you would know, I would say, is that the bird of paradise, the flower, is said to grow on Kord's thrones. And you would know that, like, wherever you'd find birds of paradise, that would be a historical location where Kord had set up one of his many thrones across Exandria.
All right, I relay that to everybody in a very interesting dialogue.
Do it.
You
don't have to do
that's
it.
where
I'm just calling you out. You don't have to do it.
Okay, so I guess both Cameron and Sven are interested. Like, would Sven understand any of the would I understand any of the meaning behind what's just happened? Like, have I heard of this before in my past? Have I, you know what I mean? Like, interactions with the god or asking, or like bird of paradise being an important. I mean, I get that, I know that it's an important flower, but like, people going to actually get it.
You haven't. I would say you haven't interacted with the Stormlord directly. So to have such a request bestowed upon someone else, particularly in your group, would be kind of a little odd, since you've kind of followed him and he's never shown himself to you. You know, colloquially, that the flowers grow on his throne, specifically because they are flowers that thrive in volcanic atmospheres, ecologies. But no, you haven't. You're not familiar with anybody going on a pilgrimage to collect these and bring them back.
I don't know. To me, it seems like a minimal price to pay, considering what we could have gotten into with the Stormlord. I don't know about you, but he's not usually this nice.
Again, what is with the we here? There is no we here. There is one person who did this.
What do you mean there's no yes?
That's good. That's real good.
Our American watchers won't get that.
Iris, come on. What else were we doing today?
I was going to go back to Lexington today. Or, maybe take the portal that you can open back to the Feywild, my home, and get out of this plane. I was not going to go on a boat to an island today.
Well, it seems like I can open up that portal anywhere. So, if things go wrong here, we get detour.
Could kill two birds with one stone.
I like your attitude.
How so?
Pat.
You just pat eyeball. Two birds, one stone.
Yeah, one bird of paradise, one bird of the Feywild.
There it is.
That's only Andrew's only impressed by half of that.
Haven't you ever? I mean, I can go for a vacation in the Feywild.
Wait,
How do we get back?
You going to the Feywild?
No, I'm saying if we go, I'm game for whatever. I kind of just want to see the world, and this seems pretty cool. I've never seen a volcano.
The volcanoes in the Feywild actually spew like glitter dust.
That's pretty cool.
I'd love to see that.
There you go.
Do they have birds of paradise?
They have flowers that you can only imagine in the Feywild.
Do we find a bird of paradise in the Feywild? Then that would be killing two birds with one stone.
I don't know.
No idea.
My worry is, if we take too long with the Stormlord's quest, I think he might just kill Flux. And while I wasn't huge
What do we
on
gotta lose?
I have a
battle
boat that can build a new
situation.
one.
There you go.
while I wasn't
Flux.
How to build a flux.
Flux, I understand you were defending my honor after a bad trade. So well misguided, and I can definitely handle myself. I appreciate your efforts.
My lady's honor must be unstained.
I also might be concerned that anybody who was here when the Storm Lord showed up might be considered part of this group. So we might all be
Implicated.
implicated in this, and it might be beneficial to make sure that we are able to get it.
Fair enough.
Do I believe him?
I mean, he's the Lord of. You could say that to me if you want. You could say you don't believe. He's like the Lord of battling. He's not. This isn't like, I don't know, fucking the Lord of Love.
Lord of Love.
The goddess
Is
of
he
love.
the Moonweaver?
Is there a Lord of Love?
There's
that
no.
what-
This isn't Aphrodite's here. This is like fucking Cord. He like this is my whole clan follow him. It is not good news. You do not want to be in debt to
your
this person.
clan?
Pardon?
Where's the rest of your clan?
That's a story for a different day. We should probably just focus on Flux and keeping ourselves alive at the moment.
All right, I'll ask you later.
Yeah, I'm very curious about that now. Just a quick question. The helmet that the Stormlord was wearing, is it the same as the one Sven's wearing? Or am I just making up the fact that the Stormlord had a helmet with smoke? Did I just mishear that?
Yeah, a little bit. So
Okay.
one,
Sorry.
I'm gonna say no, they're not the same helmet by far.
Okay.
And it was more like this. The eyes were glowing with lightning that were crackling off.
That's what it was. My apologies.
Okay. As you guys are chatting, you hear from the tiki bar. Hey, Win, what are you doing out there?
Well, there was this
Every-
storm
every-
guy that.
Everything okay?
Well, who is to say? There was the storm guy that came down, and then it was like, we need a flower, and we were like, all right, but do we want to go to the Feywild, or do we want to go get the flower? So we're just figuring out what the best approach is, but we're hearing that we should probably go get the flower for the storm guy, because he's like the god of battling and not of love, and so I think that's what we might do.
Did you say Cord showed up and he didn't even say hi? What the hell is with that guy?
I love it.
You
You
guys
want-
seem to be really good friends.
Oh, we're
Do
the,
you know-
we're bestest buds here. Me and Cord.
I'm definitely checking if I believe him.
Okay, give me an insight check. Yeah, the
I
old
mean,
Stormlord loves a good mead after his conquest. So this is a natural stopping point on the South Shore. Would you
9.
9? Yeah, you totally hook, line, sinker.
Well,
It's like, how do you know everyone? Like, it's like, when you go out shopping with your parents and you get stopped all the time because they know everyone in the mall. Like, how do you know everyone, Dad?
Some
Like,
people just say I'm a hub. I don't know what
Ugh.
that means, but yeah, maybe it's true.
Sometimes I just want to know people and then tell you about the people I meet,
I would love to see that.
You met
Pump-
us?
pumpkin
you
seed.
told,
That's
told
true.
him about us.
We're working on some new nicknames for Win.
Every time we talk, there has to be a new nickname.
Can I want to get the sense if like the bartender seems to have a lot of magic. Like, is the bartender a secret god?
Give me an insight check or an Arcana check, your choice.
Just thinking
Yeah.
that same thing.
Yep. I mean, it's gotta be.
Could I also roll Arcana on those?
Sure, yeah.
15 Arcana.
12.
Oh, buddy.
Sorry, what was that roll, Callista?
15 Arcana.
Yeah, you get a sense he's magical. Like I think everybody can tell he's got some magic to him.
He did fix my Stein.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dad's magical, but it's like, it's not even really cool. So don't even worry about it.
It's
Like,
like-
it's fine.
It's like dad magic.
Yeah, like, you know how your parents can get the house clean really fast or whatever? Like, it's like that. Don't worry.
My parents aren't big on cleaning.
Okay, so there you go. Maybe other magical talents.
You know, he's like wiping down a glass while he's chatting with you guys.
Are you a follower of Cord?
No, we're just buds. He comes and talks about his troubles and tribulations, like, and I'm just a good listener.
He's a therapist.
Mr. Bartender?
Every bartender is in some respect.
That is very true.
If you do this job long enough.
Mr. Bartender, sir, I'm wondering if maybe we could borrow your boat, your nice boat I've seen out there.
He's gonna look over to Win. I don't just give my boat out to anybody. Are you asking when? Are you going with these folks? Like, what's the plan here?
Well, I mean, I can drive because I did just get my boater's license.
Yeah,
so
you did. You did really well on that test. It was longer than we expected, though.
It was long, but I got it and I feel qualified. So I can drive. I can take everybody. Don't worry.
And when you tried it out, it was a little harder than it was, when I was driving the boat, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Yep, it's true. Yeah, I'll go. I can take him on the boat.
All right. Well, if you guys are gonna take the wave chaser out for a spin, be my guest. But before you go, and I don't want to get too ahead of myself, how'd you guys make out in Celestia's Edge?
Funny story. There was a fire,
Oh yeah.
and not anyone survived.
Oh. Well, that's not good.
Yeah.
Well, these things happen. He throws his rag over and gets back to wiping the glass. What else did you find out?
It was also that blue smoke. Do you know anything about the toxic blue smoke?
Well, there's the blue smoke that emanates from the peak of the Hearthstar, all the Hearthstar peaks.
Is it poisonous?
Couldn't tell you. I've never
like from the inside out kind of thing.
Inside. What?
Yeah,
No,
like.
I've never heard anything like that before.
So what does the blue smoke on the peaks do?
I couldn't tell you. Only some of the most powerful wizards have gone up and studied it. Not me, just a lowly bartender with, just little dad magic.
We saw someone up there.
Okay.
Oh, climbing the mountain to the peak. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Well, if they can make it up, all the best to their safety.
I mean, and then there was this really scary message that they were yelling on down, saying, "Mortals below, I stand here, Lord amongst you."
Now we recognized that this was the same person who like burnt down Celestia's Edge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll relay that.
Now that seems a little bit more troublesome.
Yeah.
I think there was a longer message, Callista.
Yeah, that's the part I remember. Do you remember the rest of it?
Yeah. Mortals below, I stand here before you. Your moment in this universe is about to be extinguished. Enjoy your time that remains.
Well, it looks like we should probably get started partying. and you see him start pouring.
That is the traveler.
Pouring. Basically, let's go with margaritas. Yeah, let's do margaritas. It's just Mars.
Has this happened before?
No, but what am I gonna do? I'm just a lowly bartender.
Sounds like a marketing scheme.
I'm taking 2 margaritas.
2? Who else's are you stealing?
Pours more than enough, so like you can just kind of free grab them.
Got any strawberry daiquiris?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh, can you make us?
Yeah, just give me a second. Let me pour these out, and I'll make a batch. While I'm making these, my contact, I knew you guys showed up last night, so I told them to come visit me this morning. They're on their way over. The member from the Cobalt Soul who is wondering if you're looking into anything for them, if you could find anything for them. They should be here shortly. And kind of as he says that, as the bartender says that, you see a step onto the wood floor of the interior of this tiki bar, as you see light red skin, golden eyes, blonde hair, 2 golden brown tusks on their head reaching out, blue vestments across their body, as you see what looks like a librarian from the Cobalt Soul step in. Yes. Here's Note. She's from the library and is doing research on the Feywild and potential connections to Celestia's Edge. I think she's the one. Well, she's the one that tasked you with doing some research. And if you want to have a chat with her, let her know what you've come up with. So there was a reward in it, and you see this tiefling just kind of look. Yes, there is. and looking kind of curiously at the lot of you.
I don't get the magic stuff all that much. I'll leave that to the others to explain.
So we found this really cool basement, and there was like this book, and it was pretty cool, and like it seemed to be magic, and Iris knew all about it, and like she's really good at reading, but she's also really smart, so like she figured it out. And then we figured out some stuff in the basement where we were like moving stuff around, and then like this portal opened because I like played this super cool tune on this super cool instrument.
That was it. That was the one.
Yes, I see that instrument you hold before you. That looks very peculiar. Do you mind if I hold it? Kind of reaching out, putting their
I
notebook.
mean, like, it's kind of mine now, but like you can look with your eyes.
Mine now.
All right. Do you mind giving me a second with it, or a minute, if to be frank? You can. I'll just look with my eyes and maybe just touch a little bit.
A little bit.
Okay. Kind of pulling in their pouch. They're reaching in. You can hear the kind of components rustle around as she grabs something in her fist, puts her hand on it, and you just see your eyes glow, which are normally glowing yellow, glow white for a second. Oh, this is quite a curiosity indeed. You said you found this? Was it just lying around?
I mean, it kind of came out of the portal, right? I was like, I'm trying to remember / read my notes very quickly.
It was summoned. There was a circle on the grounds, and it was summoned when the circle was activated. Spelled out Feywild with an A added.
Interesting.
Do you know what this does? Is it can it take
Some-
us to the Fey?
Yes, it can take you more places than just the Fae.
Ooh, do you know its name?
It's called the Synth Weaver.
Oh, yes, I did know that.
Badass for an instrument.
It is said to wield. Whoever is able to play it wields a great power. As they're kind of like they're doing this while holding their fist closed and touching it, as this the player of this instrument, if they know specific musical phrases, the magic of this instrument and few others like it have the ability to open gateways to places that are normally unreachable even by the most powerful wizards of this world. They unlock doors that are meant to be locked, and let you travel quite quickly and quite easily from places to place. The only catch, though, is let's see. Yes, some believe that you can travel from planes, like the ethereal, the Feywild, the Shadowfell. Others think it lets you travel into places called domains, such as the domain of dread, domain of delight. They are not necessarily planes themselves, but almost magically created worlds, kind of hidden between the planes. Others speculate that instruments of this ilk have the ability to pierce the ley lines of magic altogether and lets you travel more than just anywhere, but anytime.
That's that too.
But I doubt the validity of such lore. The only danger that I caution you, and she pulls the hand back, is that you require phrases to open these portals. I suspect that you would need to have a musical phrase to this place, to this location. So if you are to go anywhere without that musical phrase, you might not be able to get back.
Ooh.
Oh, what a shame.
There's no place like home.
So sad to not get back to this plane.
It may mean you need to find the rhythmic phrase for home and find that before you go. or just throw caution to the wind and as they say, see what happens on the other side. But if you're interested, I know of places that have potentially delved in this type of magic here. Secluded places.
Ooh. None of them would happen to be near a volcano, would they?
Well, there are many volcanoes across Exandria.
Like the Storm Lords one, that one near the place that I know we're going.
Oh, Buali. No,
Buali.
I'm not familiar with
Yeah,
that
that's
one.
one.
The place that I speak of would be Volantim, the Horizon Council of Volantim would know such matters of Exandria's rhythms. They are a reclusive society, difficult to enter, but if you are looking to get there, I might be able to give you some tips.
Do I know this place council people?
No.
Okay.
Sven, Junk, and Iris, give me a history check.
Ooh, she said.
Courtney.
She loves the margaritas.
Doesn't that?
Iris doesn't know. 4?
12.
12 does it. What you would know as the Horizon Council Junkrat, I think you would have heard from your it's like the person you apprenticed with. They would have tried to hire somebody from Volantim, not from the Horizon Council, but from the village that they're located in. And you know it to be a village of Aarakocra. And they live high in the mountains and very difficult to get to.
Which mountains?
The Volantim, if you look at a map, you'll find it in the Sirius Mountains. Just north of where you are. As you're kind of chatting, she'd be like, the quickest way would be to travel by boat up the Tyodan River. So if you have access to a boat, that would be probably the quickest way to get there.
Oh, we do. We do.
All right. But first,
thank you for letting me take a look at this. This is quite amazing that you found it. Was there anything else you had found up in Celestia's Edge? And you see like her pull out a book and is jotting all of this down.
Nothing more that we found, but do you know blue smoke off of the Heat Star Peaks? Do you know anything about that?
No, that's and writing this down. Blue smoke. Yeah, there's a flame that is said to burn at the top of the mountain that has not been extinguished since the time of the prime deities and when they first stepped foot on this plane. Why it stays ever lit is a mystery to me. And it's outside of my area of study.
Uh-huh. I found more just I intuitively know that there's a ley line barrier at the top of this mountain. Is this flame a protector of the barrier?
Could be. Again, I don't know what the flame is. If it is a protector, then Your guess is as good as mine.
Okay, different question. If a barrier were to break between the planes, what would happen?
Likely a rift would open up, and depending on the plane, there would be intermingling. So things from that plane would pour into this one, and things from the material plane would likely pour into the other plane. From depends on which side you're on. It's almost like the two kind of pour into each other, as if that barrier is broken.
That sounds good. Are you able to open portals yourself between the planes?
No. That's I'm just researching, trying to figure out how. There are others in our organization that are much more equipped, and we have contacts with the Cerberus Assembly. That if we are in need of mages, then we have access to the shared resources that the Empire and the Empire has.
Perfect. Good to know. Where are you located again? Note.
I'm staying here in Palma Flor. I'm just in town across the bridge.
Oh, I meant the soul you came from.
The Cobalt Soul. We have an outlet, a small satellite library in Nicodranus.
That's what I was going. You see Iris like visibly disappointed, but also kind of like thinking to herself.
So, well, I did promise you guys any information. This is more than I expected. Pulls out a little bit of a purse and hands it over to Callista. There should be the sum of 1,800 gold in there for you.
Woo!
Wow.
Thanks.
Gut has never seen this amount of money in his life before.
Who says I shouldn't to?
I mean, if it's a bag of money,
If you find anything else, I am curious, and I am willing to pay for information and knowledge. So if you do collect it, I'm between here and Nicodranus mostly, and I'd be happy to pay more if you can bring me clues on what this instrument can do, and well, anything you can find out about rifts, and this would be a good step that this instrument's there, that it's more than just rifts into the Feywild, if I'm to expect what you were holding is true.
Last question. Sorry. Do you know where the closest rift is, and can one go through it?
Well, the closest elemental rift, they open and close kind of at will across Exandria, and it's with these instruments that you can harness that power and create your own. That you're not subject to the natural world, that you are in control of it. That is, if you know the particular phrases, magical phrases.
Understood.
And she walks over to the bar, grabs a margarita, and just kind of sips on it, and sits down, just pondering, writing notes in her book, open to questions. But I'm going to turn it over to you guys. What do you want to do?
Are there actual tuning forks in the tuning fork inn?
Decoratively, like the forks for eating are in the shape of a tuning fork, but they don't function as much.
I would like to take several of them. Every meal that I've had, I've taken one.
Here is the best part. You grab like 20 of them or whatever. How much you grab? Go for it.
I was thinking like we've been here like 7 meals, so
Okay. Yeah, you grab 7 of them.
this is all kind of reminding me. We gotta get back to Luigi about the food he was looking for.
and new cook,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jingle Jangle.
Speaking of, where is she?
Raffles?
Pardon? Oh,
Truffles and mango.
And Mango. That's tied to the leg.
Not tied. It is the leg right now.
Jingle Jangle's like, yeah, I'm here. I've been here the whole time.
Of course you have.
That was
Bad
wild.
boy.
That was
Way
a
to
wild
make-
seeing a god, right?
Yeah.
Also, our other Fae friend.
Also, how is she feeling about the fact that Django almost died?
Yeah, really give us the monologue, the narrative for Jingle Jangle.
Well, it's like if she was around us at the time, surely she must have had some kind of reaction to it.
Well, it was a fair fight, I guess. That is how things work. Do I report to you now, Mr. Robot Man?
Absolutely not.
No, don't give me that kind of power. I'm good.
Wait, my undying servitude is power?
What's her name again?
Jingle Jangle.
Jingle
Jingle Jangle? Jingle Jangle, you're free to go
But where would I go?
wherever your heart desires.
Come on, we'll take you to Luigi's. He's looking for a cook.
Flux, does my heart desire to go to a restaurant?
Whatever establishment or other goblin your heart desires.
I don't know, what
And I kind of look over
Yeah,
the guy.
and they just follow you over to Luigi's. No big deal.
Luigi!
Hey, what's going on? You left that Django just laying out in the grass when you went to the bar. What's the matter with you?
My soul hurts.
Because we left Django or something else?
Yeah.
Or something completely different.
You just you can't just leave a man to die out in the field. I've brought him in and I patched him up. He'll be okay in a couple of hours.
Got the food you're looking for.
No acknowledgement.
Sounds like every 90s East Side Mario commercial I've ever heard.
Hey, bada boom!
Yeah.
You bring him my mangoes and my truffles.
Well, so I guess Junkrat has got them.
I just have the mango. I think Robot Dude Flux has the truffles.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Okay.
Yeah,
You have the troubles.
Searching with the pig.
That's
Well,
right.
didn't I get? Yeah, I guess Sprocket gave them to me. I'd like to give them to Luigi.
Yeah, we give him the mango standard as well, minus the leg.
Mango standard.
It hurts me every time you bring up the leg. Callista's just like, that was a person.
Oh, this is an interesting way of presenting it, but thank you very much. This will go very Benny in my calzones.
Poor grandparents.
It's a
Also-
caricature.
Very bene. That's the one.
We found someone who could help in the kitchen too.
Oh, no kidding. You found a help for Luigi.
Yes, that Italian phrase. No kidding.
Who said I'm Italian?
Oh my god.
gut turn.
It's clearly a Greek restaurant.
I'd forget it.
Jangle, if you would like, this is an opportunity, not an assignment. You could work here and make money and food, and I know how much you like food.
Yeah, there's I love food, and there's definitely a lot about this place I could fix up. This would be great. Now, I just one question. Luigi, do you ever close? And Luigi's, no, we're a 24/7 operation. And then perfect. Yeah, this is great.
Did Luigi never sleep? Because Luigi didn't have any help, but also never closed.
It's a tough life.
Is Luigi also magical?
Give me an Arcana check.
No, it just has like coffee.
Ridiculously magical.
18.
Oh my god.
You gather that he's got levels in Sorcerer and Warlock.
Oh.
Cool.
What an interesting note to gather.
You really love your patrons, don't you, Luigi?
I love the money to bring in for Luigi. Well, speaking of this, the truffles will make quite a profit for me. So, as promised, and he hands, he kind of reaches behind the counter, hands over. Here you go, and gives you a sack which contains approximately 600 gold.
Whoa.
Oh,
Pretty hard quests.
Nice.
You have to buy that 7 ways.
I was interested in making you, my goblin friend, a kind of a traveling pop-up shop, but since I've got Jingle Jangle, I can get her set up soon.
now, if you ever need some extra help, me pulls the cauldron. He's like, I'm also dabbling in the culinary arts.
It's still filled with burnt rice.
I can see that.
Yeah, thank you.
It looks like a mean risotto you got going on there.
Sure, I didn't put cheese in there, but
I think we should give 5 to this is Kirsten. I think we should give 5 to Jingle Jangle.
Sure, let's do it.
yeah.
All right.
To start you off with a little pocket change.
And before you go, let Luigi make you something very nice. And he goes in the back, and you hear a clink clank, tink clink clink clink, kind of like the Animal Crossing building something sound, as as he comes out with not a plate, not a tray of plates, but a trough of just like a metal container with spaghetti, just all in one
Great.
trough, and then a bunch of forks just stuck through it. We need to class up the place. I'm working on it. And he places it down. Feel free.
Not Italian though. Not Italian.
A well-known Greek dish.
Well, here's the thing. It's all zucchini.
Oh no.
It's all olives.
It's made with feta.
Oh my god, what a wild
All right.
Yeah, gut digs in for sure.
Okay.
So does Callista.
Yeah.
She
You
uses
guys-
her tuning forks.
You guys can all get a short rest while you dig into this trough of food. So if
Excellent.
you wanted to heal, any of you, you could take the opportunity to heal based on your short rest. So on your character screen, you can click short rest and then choose how many dice you want to use to heal.
You're just being nice, right? It's only Sean that needs to heal.
It is.
Yeah, but
I would love to regain.
when someone fucks up at work and they don't want to point out who it was,
Yeah.
How do I do that? Sorry.
so
Sure.
based on your character class, you can roll dice, hit point dice during your short rest. Since you are level 3, you can roll up to 3, and since you're a druid, I think it's a D8, if I'm not mistaken. So you can roll up to 3d8, and when you take a short rest, you just click off how many dice you rolled, and then you can heal that many points.
Right. And Eric, I guess just for my own curiosity, like what is the amount of time that is required to prepare spells?
So for you guys, if you are preparing your spells, if you want to change your spell list, it's on a long rest. Sorry.
Okay.
So it's a long rest for druids, but since you rested last night, I'll let you change to it now because we didn't really talk about that. So feel free to do it now, but it is typically on a long rest.
Okay, understood.
So we'll take that short rest as a quick break, and then come back in like 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay, sounds good.
jump back in. I'm gonna say after about an hour or so of eating all you can eat pizza, all you can eat spaghetti at or the bottomless pasta. Is that an East Side thing? The group of you then head out of the restaurant into the kind of main square of Palma Flora to ponder and debate kind of what's your next step. But before you kind of get into the conversation, you all hear a large crack echo out across the sky. Catching your attention, the peak of the Hearthstar Mountains just off the horizon. You can see the blue flame burning atop. Above the mountains seems to be a crack in the sky, a black rift opening up. As you do, you start to see almost like lavender pouring out across the sky, pouring slowly, turning what was a blue sky into that lavender kind of like a hazy color across the sky. Before you guys have a chance to react, you see a bright white beam where the top of the mountain is launch up into the rift, the blue flames extinguishing and the rift closing behind it, leaving just a bit of a trickle of that lavender across. And I turn it to you guys.
Oh, wait, sorry. The bright beam of light went from the mountaintop up into the rift. The blue flame extinguished. The rift closed with like a scar.
Yeah, in the sky with the purple haze slowly stretching out across the sky, starting from like that rift.
Are the mountains still emitting any blue flame?
Nope.
Totally out. And they, from a history checker, from knowing, we would know that this has been going on since the beginning of time.
Yeah, you've never heard of these mountains to ever have extinguished that blue flame.
We got to find that Cobalt Soul individual. This could be worth a lot of money.
They're literally still in town drinking. They're literally still in town drinking.
Do we see them?
Yeah, they're kind of like standing out amongst the crowd that's kind of gathered to see what's happening, this commotion. They're just kind of jaw agape looking at this site.
This mean anything to you?
This is never happened. Whatever they did must have been earth-changing. I need to report this. I need to get home. Writing down furiously the notes, slams the book closed, sticks it in their bag. You know where to reach me, and takes.
Sigan. His name is Sigan. Mechanical Bull. That's who's up there. Army of kobolds.
Pulls the book out. Sigan. Did you say mechanical bull?
That's what he was, right? Mechanical Bull?
Warforged.
Minotaur?
Yeah.
Warforged?
Minotaur.
Whatever. We don't know what it's called.
Okay,
it's
let's-
mechanical.
All right.
Like that guy.
Mechanical.
Points to Flux.
Closes the book, sticks it in, and then takes off in a run as you hear the clock, clock, clock.
Wait.
Grabs the other arm.
Cuddless. And they're that's the Tyrant King is Cuddles. Tyrant King Cuddles.
Okay.
Saigon? Is that somebody?
Sigan.
Sigan.
Book
that's
out,
the one.
writes that name down, slams it, takes off. But before they completely go, they look back. Anything else?
Energon.
Yeah.
I can remember that.
Wait,
Takes off.
can I ask him a question? Never mind. No,
Sure.
I'll reserve that.
No.
I'll reserve that.
Do it.
No, we're just laughing because it's funny.
I love that
You
this
know
is considered a
Where
character.
I can find a captain's hat.
Oh my god.
Doesn't even acknowledge you. Just
I
just-
would like to look for a captain's hat on this island.
okay.
Lux, are you paying attention?
I want to go on the boat. That's all I want to do.
Does that answer your question?
Edis is talking to Flux.
Can robots float? I don't
I feel like there's only one way to find out.
Well,
though.
okay. In all honesty, we have two decisions here. We can either split up. Well, I can split up with the group and go follow my quest with Cord,
Okay, bye.
or we can divvy up and go towards one quest at a time here. So we can go to the mountain and figure out what's going on there, or we can do the Cord thing.
I vote one quest at a time.
Yeah, I'm coming with you.
As
When you
someone-
said divvy up, I definitely thought you meant split the party. I'm like, yep, great idea. Nothing bad.
Well, I can
think-
go do the Cord thing. I'll just take the boat and just on the 5th day look to the east, and I'll be there. You don't have to worry. If any of you get that.
Riding a silver horse.
I think we should go towards the mountain. I think this is the more pressing thing.
You're not worried about the literal god that threatened your life.
Yeah, we'll figure that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
I strongly disagree with that.
Flux, you're being awfully cavalier with the god's wishes. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm sorry, do you not see the rift that just formed in the sky?
I said we should have went there from the first place.
I know, I can't believe I'm agreeing with you.
Oh.
Do you expect that to kill us in the next day?
Do you think the Stormlord's going to kill you in the next day?
Yes.
What if he's getting stronger and stronger?
Look, Flux is the one that took responsibility for destroying the statue. I'm good to take my chances that I won't be condemned for his actions.
Okay, well, I leave it to the group.
Me too.
It's Flux that pissed him off, and Flux is fine to wait. So I'm fine with Flux.
Thank you.
I don't think the god is going to be that discerning. And he turns to Sven for some support.
Can I do like a religion check? Because we have like, this is like my history. I'm curious to know if what my take is like. I'm not saying that like I would suddenly know, oh, well, yeah, he gives you 48 hours or 24 or something, but like.
They're on a time limit.
Okay. So we should vote. We're a group.
It must have been awful.
No one's
Are we
forced to do
democratic
anything.
group?
Pardon me?
Are we democratic?
We could be. It's not a cheer-tatorship.
That's good. That's good.
That was literally only a joke for Courtney.
That was good. I like that.
What?
Don't worry about
Bring
it.
it on.
Wait, where's Mabel in all this, Eric?
It is.
Mabel?
Yeah.
I think they are.
Girl, we picked up.
Holy shit! What is going on? Don't know how.
Mabel,
feel.
I have a quest for you. I would like to bring her over to the group.
Wait, Sven, what was your role? This might be crucial
Yeah.
information.
I'll come back to my stuff.
What do you need? What can I do to
Mabel,
help?
I have a quest for you.
Okay.
I'd like to recruit you to my merry band, and I pull out the gold that we got. This gold for a bird of paradise.
You can't ask her to do that. You'll kill her.
It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Oof.
Oh my
We can hear you.
What is your
No, I don't
alignment
say that.
out of
I just want to
curiosity?
recruit her. Can I like involve her and send her on to like get this? in my
I can
stead?
find you a bird of paradise. Where might I? Sorry. Where might I find one?
Mabel, don't even consider this.
I could use some money. I just got out of prison.
Could you use death? Because you'll definitely get death.
Get deaf?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What?
What?
Even
How-
Cobalt Soul won't, or
How-
sorry, Blue Cobalts won't go there. There's no way that you would survive that island. Wait, what level are you, Mabel?
20.
No.
Probably no more stronger than you guys. I don't have a
This-
boat. I don't have a boat to get off the island. So, if you need me to go looking for one, I'd have to probably do it on shore.
Mabel, you helped us get out of the prison. And I don't want you to be out here in the world without anything. So Here, I'm gonna give you some money so you can make your own choices without that. So I'm gonna give her 50 gold.
Wow.
Wow, very generous.
Thank
I'm
you
very
so
nice.
much. Awesome.
Does Mabel have any tattoos?
Does Mabel have tattoos? Give me a second.
And this would be from like the waist, well, I guess like shoulders down. I don't know if Junk would be able to see very high.
Yes, she would. Let's see.
Are they pirate tattoos?
Arr, matey.
That depends. How much do you know about pirates?
I have proficiency in history. I don't know if that means I know pirates.
I'm gonna say you probably couldn't tell. Like, I don't think you have expertise in tattoos, so I don't think you'd be able to figure out what kind of tattoos these are.
I feel like I would have clocked that. Can I roll history check?
Yeah, they're not
Tattoos?
pirate tattoos.
Thank you.
Paying attention. I don't know what you want from.
I want you to full pay attention. I thought we were a team.
Sorry.
So vote. Everyone cool with the vote? Choice 1,
Yeah.
go up the mountain. Choice 2, go to the Stormlord's throne. So everyone for choice 1, go up the mountain. Raise your hand. Everyone for choice 2.
Are you all kidding me?
Why did you vote twice?
Hey, you put your hand up again.
Down.
More of like an incredulous, I can't put my hand down in this moment kind of thing. As she looks at all of you suckers taking on Flux's quest for him.
Thanks, guys.
Sorry,
Don't spend any
we're
money.
just in the volcano. And a boat.
I'm hoping this is a quick jaunt so we can deal with, whatever's literally ripping the sky apart. That seems like a big picture item.
That does seem like it might take longer.
I also don't trust the Stormlord to not extend this to all of us if we don't get it.
It also said the Stormlord was a warrior, so maybe the warrior could help fight off whatever's in that rift.
Yeah, he might be more inclined to favors if we're not messing with his statues.
I just don't want to be in a god's bad side.
Agreed.
If we're in the tavern right now, Iris is taking a shot of whatever is close by with each excuse that these chuckleheads are giving.
It's only daiquiri.
She reaches behind for like the non stuff.
Just like
Right.
under
So we
the
need a
tap.
boat. We're in agreement, so we're going to need a boat.
We have
have
a
a
boat. We have a
Okay.
boat and we have a driver.
Wynn's licensed, so we're in good hands.
Eric, are there any shops in
Boat life.
town?
There are shops in Palmaflora.
I would like to go buy a hat.
All right, I'm gonna do this off screen as you leave the group for a second. We'll come back to you. What's the rest of the group doing while Flux just wanders off?
Wynn, happy to help prepare the boat.
I mean, it is a good point though. Are there like healing potions that we should get? Or if we're going to do this, maybe we should be prepared so we don't die doing something stupid.
I think we could definitely do some preparing, like getting some potions now that we have a bit of money.
God shot.
I'm also inclined to get matching hats. I don't know, that could also be something that we do. Could all have the matching hats.
Ready to go. Let's go.
I'm willing to offer to braid indiscriminately everyone's hair. In fact, I was willing to make hair for and Flux.
Make hair?
Nice.
Make a braid.
All right, what are you guys doing?
Find some dried reeds, put a bead on it. Just gonna glue them underneath to the hats.
Are there vendors that aren't dead?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of like regular vendors in town.
Oh,
The custom vendor stalls are completely empty now, as no one's come to the island yet for those spots. So if you are looking for generic items, if there's anything you're interested in finding, let me know.
Just generic, like not healing
If
potion.
you're looking for healing potions, you can find them. They're 50 gold a pop. So if you want to buy a couple, feel free.
Is that's I'm assuming basic.
Yep.
Basic.
Yeah, minor healing potions. They're the 2d4 + 2 healing potions.
Yeah.
Does anybody have climbing gear? Like we're going to a mountain.
No.
I have the rope from Lord Jangles.
No, you don't. That's my rope.
Okay, well, okay, we have rope.
I've got rope too.
I feel like I do too.
Do we grab like pythons or something?
You can pick those up for less than a gold. If you want to add those, feel free.
Are you cool with us just spending the money and adding basic equipment?
Yep, if you're looking for equipment and you can add that and take cost value, I'm cool with that. So if you have anything in mind, whether it's shovels, backpacks, sleeping rolls, like all the standard stuff that you recently find in a tourist town. If you're looking for anything magical, like healing potions are available. If you're looking for other coastal things, the potion shop would have potions of water breathing. If you're looking for those, they're 100 gold a pop.
Is there a potion of climbing?
Potion of climbing, you can. Is there a potion of climbing?
I know they exist. Do they have it?
Yeah, they would have that.
Okay.
I'm just trying. I think the cost would be about 50. Yeah. 25 gold pieces for the potion of climbing.
Awesome.
I'm gonna get 7 pairs of fishing equipment for the group.
7 pairs.
We're on a boat.
Nice. I love
Not
it.
pairs, I guess 7 sets.
Okay.
Everybody can add fishing equipment to their inventory.
Sven, you grabbing anything?
I was gonna grab like the pitons as well, so definitely climbing gear was the main thing I was thinking of.
So climbing gear would be a gold. I wouldn't put more than that.
Okay.
Anything else?
Sean, is it just basic fishing equipment?
Yeah, that's all I was
You can
looking
get,
at.
like,
It's
Basic
0.1.
non-magical armor, weapons, things like that. If you're looking for anything that you didn't find in Celestia, you can grab that up before you go.
Oh yeah, I really have no
So
weapon.
can we grab like climber's kit? Is that?
Yeah, I think that's the climber's kit, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Is
Do I need to worry about like rations or anything?
no, I'm
Luigi
not.
start with prosciutto again.
Yeah, you can use the prosciutto. 25 gold for a climber's kit.
And we just take it off our, like, you are cool if we just add it and take it off?
Yep.
Are there any paints or paintbrushes here?
Yeah, you can find paints and paintbrushes. They're a little pricey. Painter, if you want full painter supplies, you can get them for 10 gold.
Done.
Are we doing encumbrance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh,
God.
she heavy.
The downsides of being an old man.
All right. If there's anything else you want to grab, we can
Share the
do.
load.
If you think about it afterwards, you can let me know and we can add that in. But
Could I get a grappling hook? It is
sure.
basic gray gear. It's 2 gold from what I can see.
Yep. Yeah, go for it.
Is there like a spear, even a basic spear?
Yep. Yeah, you can find that easily enough. You can find.
What do you want it to cost me?
1 gold.
Thank you.
Yeah. Guts like I don't do well in water, so I'm gonna grab one of these and he's gonna grab one of the potions of water breathing.
Anybody got navigation stuff? Like, how are we gonna find our way south and north?
Compass? My natural sense of the stars? Is there like navigation kit compass? Is that a thing?
Yeah, you can find that. Navigator's tools are 25 gold.
Okay, I can do that for our group.
How much is a rapier?
25.
You want to read here?
Yeah. I don't actually have a
You're
lot.
tooled up. This is cool.
What else would you like?
How many potions of healing across the group do we have?
I have 2.
2. But that doesn't mean I'm going to share.
It's true.
Basic healing potion. You said those are 25.
50.
No basic.
Climbing
Maybe
is
not.
25.
Eric, is there any stronger rope? Like if I basically want to make a throwing spear that I can return, ideally.
So if you want a lighter rope material, I would say you could probably find some.
There's like hemp rope, silk rope.
I would say silk rope for 10 gold. You can get that.
Okay. Can the range stay the same, like on my spear?
Yep. Yeah, it's light enough that when you throw it, it won't catch, but it'll be enough that you can bring it back. You're building yourself some type of harpoon.
Yes, exactly.
So when I defeated Jangles in the duel, I took his pistols, right?
Yeah.
Well, how many bullets did I get?
You got 0 bullets.
Is there any bullets that I can buy?
Yes, I'll say you got. I'm not tracking bullets, so don't worry about it.
Okay, it's in my inventory, that's all.
Yeah.
And a hand crossbow.
I think that's 25. Do. 75 for a ham crossbow.
Jeez. Okay.
Okay.
What's the difference between a hand crossbow and a light crossbow?
A what?
Light crossbow.
Versus a what?
A hand.
I think the damage. 8. Damage is a little different, and a light crossbow you need to load it each round. Let's see. Funny enough, a hand crossbow is considered light, or a light crossbow is not.
Great.
That's the it requires 2 hands. Yeah.
Okay, 2 versus 1.
Yeah. So like hand crossbow is like a light weapon, like a short sword, where you can use it as a bonus action to attack with like your offhand.
Okay.
Buy a grappling hook and crampons.
Go for it.
It's like they're 2 GP each.
Okay. Last call, and then we'll get going on your adventure.
I'm ready.
Is there a rowboat on the big boat?
As you come back to town, and when you hear the voice, so you taking the Wavechaser out for a spin there, honeybee?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it out. We're gonna go over to Bawali.
Whoa,
And
that's a trek and a half.
why? How long does it take?
If you're going all the way down to Bwali, that's gonna be 4 to 5 days there, and then 4 to 5 days back.
Okay, I better pack some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Oh, don't worry, I got them ready for you, and here's like a little picnic basket all set up for you, and there's like some orange slices that are in containers. You're in good care, hun.
Awesome, thank you. Well, and that's good then. I think we're ready to go if that's the case.
Well, one thing, if you're taking the boat out, it's kind of a tradition, something special to me. I want to make sure that everybody knows that you're the captain. He pulls out this captain's pirate hat kind of thing and puts it on your head.
Tricorn.
Excellent.
It's like a little tricorn hat.
Excellent.
So
Can I add that to my inventory?
bring it back in one piece and tell me the stories that you have out there. That's what I want to hear from you.
Okay.
All about the world.
Excellent. Okay, well, here we go then.
And he
Let's do it.
he leans down and gives you a little peck on the cheek.
Aw, that's really nice.
Be safe.
Is Mabel coming with us?
I don't know. Is Mabel coming with you?
Mabel, you're free to make choices. Do you want to come with us?
Yeah, sure. I got nothing else going on here.
All right.
Murders us all in our sleep.
Oh, sweet. You bought a sextant. She grabs it. Perfect. That's not all right. Grabs the grabs the sextant from you. I know how to use these if you guys need some help guiding your way out there.
Sure.
Yeah, that would be good.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys wander over to the beach. You see the Wavechaser. As the waves are lapping up against the side of it, it's a decently sized galleon. Lots of room for the 8 of you. Sorry. You're all looking at you. So yeah, you're all able to board, and there's room below for stores of things you're bringing with you, places to sleep, give you some privacy between shifts for people that are sailing and people that are resting. Without further ado, you guys can push off.
Is everybody ready? We good? Then I do it.
What
What
did,
did Kirsten say?
what did we forget?
Yeah, what we feel. I
Eric's,
feel like
Eric's waiting for us to get something that we forgot.
Oh, definitely. I'm just saying Callista's at the front of the ship, just like,
I'm thinking of
yeah.
All right. As wind guides you to raise the sails up the masts, pulling out, pushing off, you guys make sail for Buali Island.
Nice.
As this journey is going to take us over a few days, I'd like someone. I'm going to ask Win to give me the first adventure roll for the journey as the captain of the ship.
Adventure.
So give me
May
a
the be in your sails.
Do I add anything to it, or is it just a D20 roll?
D20 roll.
15.
15. All right. Okay.
Dang, that Kraken came out of nowhere.
Your first day of sailing, beautiful skies. The purple lavender mist that seems to be pouring out of the rift disappears on the horizon as you push away from Palmaflora. While you think it is getting bigger, you're now getting a little bit further away, and the blue skies rejoin you once again. You notice that the clouds, typically they kind of head from west to east, are kind of dissipating as they work their way across the sky, and you kind of lose them in your sights. The direction you're taking is largely just kind of hoping you're going straight as you're heading south during the day. It's a little easier to navigate at night as you sail forward. Your first day is clear of any issues. It's not super fast, not super slow. Yeah, go for it.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, if the first day is uneventful, I would like to use the fishing kit that Junkrat provided to try and do some fishing off the boat.
Okay.
Junk's with you.
All right. Cool. Give me a survival check.
Survival.
For fishing?
Yeah.
What kind of lure do you use? Like, what's your bait? Tackle setup.
It's rice.
Burnt rice.
Oh, it's not burnt rice. It is. It's like you know those. Oh God, what are they called? Those like Japanese mushrooms that are like super like long, thin, and white. He's gonna take. It's not shiitake. It's something beard, but he's gonna take one of those that like. Pardon?
Baggy mane. Lion's
Maybe. I'll yeah, maybe lion's mane or something. Anyways, I'll find it, but it's basically like a long, thin, stringy mushroom.
Dragon's beard?
And he's
Enoki?
gonna thread. Oh my God, guys!
We're really on the mushrooms.
I think
Let me finish my sentence. And he's gonna thread this onto a hook, so it looks kind of like a worm.
Okay, I love it. So you throw that in here, bloop, as the you're basically trawling behind this large galleon that's just flying through the ocean, just seeing if you catch anything. Give me a survival check. What was the
24.
24?
Yeah.
Holy-
I only had a 14, and that was with like shiny purple lure.
Okay. Junk's working everything. He's bringing the rod around, trying to find the right current. You just kind of like bang, right off the bat, you feel something going. You're fighting with it as it comes up. You see almost like a grouper come up along the side, slamming. You hear the patter of the fight as it hits the side of the boat as you pull it up, and you've got to kind of hoist it. That's decent size, I'd say. Enough to feed maybe probably everybody on the boat for one meal at least. You got this.
So it's bigger than Gut.
It's about gut size. So
Look at that.
you got that. You get the photo with like the massive
Yeah.
fish.
Yeah. All right, we're cooking tonight.
Okay.
It's back on the menu, boys.
As
Yeah, basically.
Is that Andrea?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
That
I was.
was Andrea. Yeah. Clip that right there.
And nothing for a 14.
No.
Oh, muffin. It's okay, Junk. There'll be more. Don't you worry.
Okay. As the day moves on, unless you guys are doing anything else, we come to night, and you have the option. Well, yeah, go for it.
I have a question about the needle,
Okay.
tattooer's needle.
Yep.
I'm looking at the barrier one,
Okay.
and it's under both like blue and green.
Uh-huh.
Is that just like a level of rarity? If I
Yes.
look at the tattoo itself?
Yeah. So if I recall, the color you use is how high of the AC the barrier spell.
Okay, so
Or
like
the
green
barrier-
is uncommon,
Yeah.
the blue is rare, and the whatever is.
You got it.
And then say that again.
You got it.
And then only because I would actually try and do this now that I have it, and I know we're probably doing something stupid. The vials that I got of the residuum is like 1 vial, 1 ounce. Is that how it's?
Yep. You got it.
Idis is going to, while Junk and Gut are fishing, she's gonna just kind of like sit, like legs over the like off the side of the boat, one hand through one of the ropes just to hang on, and she's just going to like feel the salt wind in her hair and just like let the world and her anger kind of subside a little bit and reach out towards like what she remembers of the ocean back in the Feywild. And she's going to use the 2 ounces of the blue to just do like a teeny tiny little itty bitty tree tattoo on the webbing of her thumb
Okay.
for that like, second rarity
Yep. Okay.
barrier.
One other thing, so Callista, as we're traveling along, is going to start practicing the instrument of illusion. And I would like to just have like a 15-foot radius near the bow of the boat of kind of like fog effect, like illusory fog.
Oh,
to help
cool. Okay.
keep us semi-hidden, mostly from the front because it's only 15 feet.
How buoyant am I?
Only one way to find out.
Yeah, that's asking.
Iris, I picture you trying to push him and it's just like wall.
I do it when he's not looking. Advantage.
I'd like to try and steer the boat or watch someone steer the boat.
Well, Wynn's got full control of the boat, so
I want to be up there with her watching where the boat's going. That's all.
And I'm just kind of like, are you gonna go do anything, or
Just enjoying. Enjoying.
are you just here for the whole time? All right.
Just hanging out.
That episode of The Office where Dwight thinks he's steering the boat, but he's actually not. We just
Yes,
get,
that is exactly what it is. That's
we
exactly
just
what
get
I'm
Flux a fake wheel.
on the front of the boat. Just
Like a Fisher Price sized wheel.
Yeah.
perfect. With my hat on.
Yeah.
All right. Night goes by. Again, stop me if you want to have any conversations during the night, or but we'll pick up with the next day, the next adventuring day. Wynn, you have command of the ship, so you can either roll it or you can give it to one of your other crew to roll today.
I'm gonna give it to Junk to roll as I reminisce about our time making friendship bracelets together.
Thanks, Win. That's a 3. Rolls are hot today.
Yikes.
All right.
We're
Okay.
doing well, folks. We're doing well.
All right. As you guys are flying through the early morning of today, as winds taking the steering duties, and Flux is watching nearby. Junk, you're kind of just peering over the side when all of a sudden you notice almost a wake off the starboard bow.
Gut. Over here.
What's up?
There's something in the water. Guidance.
You
Gut's
see,
gonna peer over.
yeah, you see 1 wake, 2 wake, 3 wakes as they're
Uh-oh.
moving in towards you. As your ship is attacked by a pack of sharks.
No.
I would like you to roll initiative.
No.
I just want to make sure it's been days. We would have rested, right? Long rested.
Yeah, you are on. So you can take a long rest. Is what I meant by the night. So you should be all back up to full health. And the sharks.
Sharks on the bow.
Starboard.
Okay.
Starboard bow.
Okay. So I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna ask you each. I'm gonna start with Win. What was your initiative roll?
10.
Okay. Sven.
18.
All right. Callista.
16.
Gut.
11.
Edis.
20.
Ooh.
Junk.
14.
And Flux.
13.
Okay. All right, Edis, you are the first to act. As you hear Junk and Gut talk about the wakes along the side as they notice fins rising up from the water, rushing towards the side of the ship.
These look like abnormally large sharks.
Yes.
Or okay.
Well, they're like great whites. They're like 20
They're like-
20 feet long.
Okay. Hold on, the spell has a wall of text that I'm trying to read through. Okay.
You hear the battle music going off in the background. Do 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 do. I don't know. I don't have battle music today.
Okay. They look bigger than 10 feet. I think great whites are normally bigger than 10
They're
feet.
20 feet long.
Okay. That won't work. Well, it might. Enos is gonna give it a try. So seeing these sharks come up and frankly not really trusting anybody else in the group, she is going to
So hurt.
open up the open up the ink bottle, the inkwell that she has that she was drawing with the other night, and she's going to hold it over the side of the boat and pour the ink into the boat, sort of letting it like run through her fingers so it sort of splits. And she is going to sort of shape it as it falls into the water into a like inky black spiked 10-foot kraken that no one sees except for the sharks in their minds, with phantasmal force.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm just trying to find class features.
Intelligence save, eh?
Here we go. Never mind, none of those work. Yeah, so she's just going to go ahead and cast Phantasmal Force, making it look like this kraken is appearing from the depths below the sharks.
Ooh.
It's staying a little bit farther away and is going to try and lunge out towards the sharks as they reach for the boat, like spiked, very malevolent looking.
Okay, cool. Yeah, as there's this image that appears before them, you notice that the shark in the back seems to be disturbed and kind of slows up. The other two sharks don't seem too phased. It was hold up. What's your saving throw?
What a great question. 13.
They actually just make it. Yeah, so they both hit it. Yeah, so you see the two kind of undeterred, while one seems to slow down and take a pause. Is that your turn?
I think so.
Okay. Sven, you're up next as you see these sharks rushing towards the ship.
Are there any cannons on the ship or any
There's two ballistas, one off of each side of the ship at the rear.
List is like the thing that like pierces into them, right? Yeah, I guess I'll do that. I'm gonna shoot a ballista at one of the sharks.
Okay, so you run to the back of the ship. You're actually kind of closest.
It's got like a rope attached to it? Or is it just straight up?
I'm gonna say there's just a straight up arrow in it.
Okay.
Okay. Give me an attack roll. Since you're not proficient with ballistas, just give me a dexterity. Add your dexterity. Unless you are proficient in ballistas, I don't want to speak for you.
I doubted it. Martial weapons and simple weapons, so no.
So, okay, perfect.
Only a 9.
Okay. Yeah, you fire and you just see the splash as the arrow hits wide of these sharks. And as they do, you start to see the water around them starts to, like, as they're getting closer, the water seems to be hued almost like a purplish red color, kind of emanating off of these things. You do anything else on your turn there, Sven?
I don't think so.
Okay. Callista, you're up next. Junk, you're on deck.
Cool. So I wanted to clarify something. So with create or destroy water,
Yep.
say I wanted to center that specifically on a shark.
Sure.
Like I can do 10 gallons of water around them, trying to like basically dry them out. That's an option. Cool. I'm gonna keep that in the back of my mind. I'm going to shoot them with my crossbow.
Okay. Pulling out your hand crossbow, prepping an arrow. Your first shot with this new weapon. How'd you do?
9, and I'm proficient.
Splash into the water. Junk, unless you're doing anything else, Junk, you're on deck.
I have 2 weapon fighting. I was like, could I try and throw my spear as a bonus?
I'll
They're
allow
both
it.
fine.
It's like you could use your spear as your action and the hand crossbow as your secondary.
Bonus.
So
Cool.
I'll let that happen. Give me the attack roll as you throw your spear into the water.
Dear God, 11.
Splash hits the water, seemingly to no effect. These sharks are getting closer. They're working in. Junk, what are you doing?
They all within 30 feet of the edge.
They're getting there. I'll let you know when they do.
I'm gonna hold my action to cast Bane until like all 3 of them are within 30 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Flux, you're up next. Gut, you're on deck.
I'd like to run over to the edge and I want to cast what is it? Speak with animals.
Okay.
And I want to say Flux is friend, not food. And try and communicate with them.
Just flux.
Sure, like we are friends, not.
Give me a
I'd like to try and
persuasion.
communicate
Give me a
with them.
persuasion check with disadvantage.
Fuck. Yeah, I didn't make it. It's fine.
Oh my god. Why?
All right, Gut, what are you doing?
All right. Let's see. So I think what Gut is gonna do is he is at the edge of the boat, and you're just gonna kind of see he like focuses, and suddenly like surrounding him is almost this like yellowish like dust that's just kind of like emanating from his body. So he has evoked symbiotic entity,
Ooh. All right.
and that's it.
Okay.
He's like at the edge of the boat, so that's it.
Okay. All right, that is going to bring us to Win. You guys all rolled better than these sharks for your initiative. So Win, what are you doing?
Is it assumed that I am like still at the steering wheel?
Yeah, but I'd say you're probably easy enough to run off to the side if you need to.
Okay. So I will run off to the side, and I'm actually just gonna target the bottom, like the lowest one, yeah. And I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast on it.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, attack roll.
Oh no, it's only 10.
Oh my god.
Rolls.
The rolls are so bad.
Start rolling real dice.
And
Okay.
then
I've got an AC of like 12 and we can't hit it.
Yeah.
and then I call out, I still haven't mastered this one yet.
It explodes at the top. Going wide, these sharks seemingly undeterred, except for the back one, who seems a little tentative until the sharks kind of pierce the veil of that phantasmal force. The two do get within Bane range if you want to use the spell. What do they need to roll?
14 charisma save.
Charisma.
I think that's what Bane is. Yeah, it's charisma.
Not gonna lie, charisma not their strong suit.
But they're so cute.
The highest of them is a 10, so I'm assuming they fail, so they're baned.
They baned.
How do I put conditions on here? Oh yeah.
You see this like pink glowing hue around them
Bane?
as they get baned. Actually, you know what? Oh no, I don't use component. Never mind. Disregard.
Okay. Trying to find if they have this new thing has it. Bane? All right, I'll do this for time being because I can't find it.
Ooh.
Blessed.
Do you have one quick correction to Phantasmal Force if there's an opportunity to do
Sure.
so here?
What is it?
So if the phantasm is attacking a creature, it can actually deal psychic damage to anyone that failed.
Oh.
So for the shark that failed, and it just happens on my turn, like at any time during the turn.
Yeah.
So for the shark that failed the first time, it's a D6. So it would be 4 psychic to this shark before he shakes off the spell, I'm assuming is what happened.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay. Okay, so these sharks are going to rush in for, you know what, let's throw caution to the wind. 1 through 6, because everybody else is lined up except for Sven. 5. This shark is going to jump over the side of the ship and try and bite at, it's going to try and bite at you, Win.
No. MVP.
You just see this shark come out, large, gaping maw of teeth, snap towards you. Is going to take a bite attack. 21 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Is that minus a D4?
Minus the D4. 20 to hit.
Yes. Mhm.
And,
Good efforts.
that'll be 4, 7, 9 points of piercing damage as it jumps up and bites you.
Eric,
Yep.
I would like to use my reaction now
Okay.
that shark has come closer.
Yeah.
So Gut basically like coughs, for lack of a better word, and a bunch of the yellow dust goes onto this shark. So I'm using Halo of Spores on this
Okay.
shark.
Yeah, you go for it. As you cough this yellow powder towards the shark.
Old man.
Giving him shark COVID.
So I have dealt. Oh, sorry. It needs to make a con saving throw.
No.
So it takes 8 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. This one takes 8. Nice. As the spores come over, the shark just kind of achoo and lets go of Win as it slides down into the water. On its turn,
It full cleared the ship.
it just falls into the water beside the ship.
Okay.
And you actually see it for its second attack is going to ram and bite the wood in the ship as the blood from Wind starts to drip down, and you almost see like a drop of water or a drop of blood hit the water. That is going to trigger the other shark's blood frenzy,
Yeah.
and it is going to target Win automatically with the blood
What?
frenzy because you're bleeding.
How far away am I from the group, Eric? More than 5 feet?
Yeah, I'd say about that. About 25 feet. With the 19 to hit,
Oh, absolutely.
and it's gonna actually attack a second time. 13, 5, 4.
Does anyone get like an opportunity attack between the attacks, like
Does
gut
it-
or ear?
Does a 12 hit?
I already used one.
12 hits exactly, yeah.
Okay.
I have.
Who's right
And
there?
these are with the minus a d4?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn.
Wow. Just good rolls.
Wait,
Oh.
if my AC is 12, does that
It hits. Yeah.
Wait, that first attack, I can do a reaction to that first attack.
Okay.
Immediately after an attacker within 30 feet deals damage with an attack against a creature other than you, you can use your reaction to force the attacker to make a wisdom saving throw. DC is only 10.
They
On
are sharp.
failure, the attacker takes radiant damage equal to the damage it just dealt, or half on success.
So it'd be half damage on success.
Right.
17.
They're wise sharks.
They are wide.
The shark hit for 21 points of damage all told.
Oof.
Goodness.
and as I go unconscious, I say the captain goes down with the ship.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Oh my god.
The
Okay.
sharks are blessed.
All right. And it slinks back down into the water. That will bring us to the top of the order. Iris, you're up next.
Okay. So okay. Uh-huh.
Sorry, the last shark is going to try and figure out if the Kraken's real or not. It doesn't. Okay, it's still swimming back there.
It's still swimming back there? Okay,
Yeah.
so on my turn, the Kraken in its mind is gonna reach out and like grab it with both tentacles and try and like keep it in place so the
Okay.
shark believes that it's currently being restrained. Gonna take another 2 psychic damage
Okay.
back there.
Yep.
And as I see Win fall, I'm like keeping concentration on this, looking at these 2 sharks that just cleared the boat, and I'm gonna run over to Win, which I'm right, the AKA leaning down. I'm going to like pick her up under the armpits and move her back to the
Okay.
middle of the ship. And I'm just going to lay her down and like pull out. Well, actually, I'm not going to pull out. I'm just going to like use some of her blood that's currently staining her cheek and just sort of wipe it to the side like a Simba almost. And
Simba.
Simba. It's going to just give a bit of a flash, and the wounds are going to close with the 2nd level cure wounds. So when you get back, that's too nice. 19 healing to
Oh
you.
my goodness.
Wow. Very nice.
Intense.
Whoop.
All right.
Is that all your health?
Sven,
Please stay away from the edge of the boat, okay?
Sven, you're you're up next. Callista, you're on deck.
Yeah, so they're at the bottom. How far down are they?
Like 5 to 10 feet at the side of the boat as they're swarming.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to beside all of them now. To like near to the group, I guess. Probably next to these 2. Who's that? Got sorry, and Kalista, and I'm gonna Just so I'm near them, I've got my shield out and my spear, and I'm gonna throw my spear at the nearest shark.
All right, throwing it down towards the nearest shark. I'd say it's the one on the top here.
I'm also going to use
As you see this hunking Goliath grab a spear, much like Callista did, this time with just beefier arms, I guess. Whips the spears in. Otherwise, completely identical.
I'm gonna use Divine Smite with the spear attack as well. Oh, I have to. Oh, it's never mind. That's a melee attack.
Yep.
Yes, I'm just gonna throw my.
And they're 10
Well,
feet, right? Like
let's-
that spear has some range.
Yeah.
I only rolled a 1, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Oh,
Your spear falls into the water and just.
you
We had,
lied.
like- We had like a bump as like go to throw it. We had like a wave.
As your spear sinks into the water, disappearing into the darkness below.
Bye, spear.
We hardly knew ye.
Just picked you up last episode. And I'm just gonna yell, "Stay behind me" or "Stay near me," and that'll be my turn. I only have 1 attack.
All right, Callista, you're up next.
Cool. Just to make sure, if I wanted to use Bardic Inspiration, is it? Oh, it's a bonus. Perfect. Literally says. Just needed to read more. Cool. We're going to try a acid splash. The 2 sharks are within 5 feet of each other, so I'm going to try and target both of them.
Okay.
That's my theme music because somehow I can't find it. So let's try real life. Ha ha! Nat 20.
Nice.
Finally.
That's better.
So you have to tell me what acid splash does again.
So acid splash. Oh god. You hurl a bubble of acid. Choose 1 or 2 creatures you can see within range. If you choose 2, they must be within 5 feet of each other. It's 1d6 acid damage. I only rolled a 2, so doubled. That's 4.
So actually, it's a saving throw. So I have to roll.
Oh yeah, that's how that works. Literally how it says.
Sorry.
I wanted the nat 20.
What's your AC? Or what's the DC? Sir?
13 or it's 13. Yeah. On dex.
Yeah, so if you choose 2, they must be with 5. Okay, so you rolled 1 on that?
I rolled 2 damage.
2 damage, okay. You see them both start to burn. As the spores are on the one, that seems to be washed off, and you see the spores floating in the water. The acid hits and starts burning the skin, as you can almost smell the acrid flesh steaming off of it. As the salt water pours into their wounds. You do anything else on your turn? Junk, you're next up. Flux, you're on deck.
I would like to give Bardic Inspiration to Flux, who's next, and say, well, I kind of got them. Your turn. You got inspiration.
They're sorry, is it me or Shauna?
No, it's me. Wait, is it me or is it
Flux? Yeah.
Junk, then Flux.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
then yes. Whoever was next, it was Junk.
No, you give it to Flex.
Sure.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna move. Can I get within 10 feet of them?
Yeah, easily.
I'm just gonna look over the rails, turn back at the crew, and just like scare them as much as I can
I like
Okay.
this.
with the draconic cry.
Okay.
So everybody for this turn has advantage on attack rolls against the enemies that could hear that.
Yeah, I'd say
So-
that. Yeah.
That's actually just a bonus action.
That's awesome.
All right. So you gave everybody advantage for this next round?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Including myself, I think. Is that how that works?
I think so.
You and your allies. Perfect.
Mhm.
Okay. And because I don't actually have any attacks, I'm going to cast Toll the Dead as a cantrip.
Okay.
And I don't think I can use. Sorry, I'm still learning this.
Okay.
Doesn't
We're
matter.
all working through it together.
That's a bonus action. Yeah. So I'm just going to use my Toll the Dead on the one that looks the most damaged.
That'd be the top one.
Yeah, Wisdom 14.
Oh yeah, yeah. Full of D12.
Nice. That's a 6.
Okay.
So 6 points of.
It's starting to look a little bloody as the acid and the spells that you're casting into it. And it starts to kind of drift back a little bit below the surface of the water as you kind of hit it. But I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break. I'm just going to tuck Lachelle in, and then I'll come back to it. That's okay.
All right, I'm moving back away from the edge.
Cool. We'll start out with Flux at the start of the round. Back into it. Flux, what are you doing?
I
We've lost
want
the
to
injury.
draw both of my pistols.
Mm-hmm.
I want to lean over and shoot. I assume I can kimbo these and just dual wield and shoot them both, or
Yeah.
shoot the nearest one twice.
So
Do that or no?
now, to be frank, you've got a long-barreled musket and a
Oh, I have
rifle.
I thought I had 2 pistols, like 2 blunderbusses.
Okay, you could have 1 blunderbuss.
Okay, sure.
Give me 2 attack rolls. I'll do this is how I'm gonna do. Take out your rifle if you want to use that one. Fire with that one, and then you can pull out the pistol as a secondary. But you don't.
Well, no,
have
I'll
any-
just use the rifle then if that's the case. I'll just use the rifle.
You can only shoot once per turn. I'll talk to you separately on how all of this
Okay.
mechanics works. But give me your first shot. So it's with your there you go, dexterity.
Mhm.
And
is it my dexterity?
So dexterity and proficiency, because you are proficient with the rifles. So I think they actually cancel each
Well,
other out.
My proficiency is actually only with laser rifles,
Which is the railgun?
so I don't. Oh shit. But I got the what is it, barbaric, cry or inspiration or whatever,
Sick. Bardic inspiration.
bardic inspiration. So I rolled a 0 and I got
You
That was
also
with
have
advantage.
advantage.
with advantage, so I got a 4.
What?
Are you rolling the right dice?
Do you roll?
Like, are
It's
you
the
rolling?
dexterity, right?
So dexterity. So it's a D20.
Yeah.
What'd you
I
roll on
rolled
that? You rolled a 2.
I rolled a 0.
So yeah, because your dexterity is -2.
Yes.
But did you roll 2 d20s and they were both 2?
Oh
I
no,
rolled-
sorry. There's 2 different attacks. So first shot with the rifle, 0, you missed.
But
Yeah.
Eric, it's with advantage.
Advantage.
Because of the cry from the
Oh
kobold.
right, yes, you get a second go at it.
So I do get to roll. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, then I rolled a 14.
I'm gonna cry if this doesn't hit.
Plus your proficiency, which is +2.
Plus 2 then? Okay, so
16.
16.
That hits.
Oh my god.
Give me an attack. Give me your damage.
Where is that? So 12.
12 damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Against A, the one that's sunk down, or the other one.
Whatever one's closest to me.
That'll be the closest one. As you see it drifting slowly down from the last strike it took, you see it drifting further into the darkness as it slowly disappears.
I'll see you in hell. Okay.
Okay.
That's my yeah, that's my turn.
Yeah, that's your turn. That's your turn. All right. Gut and then win. You're up.
Okay. Eric, if I go like right up to the edge here,
Mhm.
am I in range to make a melee attack?
I will say if you hang off the side, I'll give it to you because they're kind of like jumping out towards you. I'll say if you are leaning off, I'll give you the melee.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll lead off.
Like kissing the dolphin.
And so what Flux, or not Flux, what Gut is gonna do is he's going to, as he's holding on, like hold out his quarterstaff, and you'll see it begin to sort of glow, and little toadstools are going to start to pop out from the little knots that are within the
cool.
quarterstaff. So this is, and I'm going to screw up the pronunciation of this because I don't know what it actually is, but shillelagh?
Close. It's shillelagh.
Shillelagh. Thank you.
Yeah.
So that's what this is.
All right. Yeah. You swing down with your quarterstaff.
Yeah. And so now I need to make sure that I'm following the rules of this properly.
Mm-hmm.
So I use my spell casting ability instead of strength for the attack.
Yep.
So that means it's Yeah.
So if it's on your character sheet, it should have already done that automatically. If you see this shillelagh.
Yeah. So, yeah. So basically, it's the hit DC for Shillelagh is now the hit DC for the quarterstaff. Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm going to swing down, and that is a natural 20.
Whoa!
Nice.
All right, double the dice.
Yeah. Okay. And just to be clear, because I think uh, the symbiotic entity adds damage to that.
Mm-hmm. And that's
So
that's a
is-
dice roll. So you double that as well.
So I basically double the D8 roll for the damage of the staff, and then double the D6 roll for the damage of the entity. Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Holy smokes.
All right. That is 12, and where's my D6?
I did not move anything.
I just had it. Oh, there it is.
Is the
Okay.
shark just like the maw coming out, and you just kind of stab this staff down towards it, trying to hit it, boop it on the nose. You hit really
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, so this is going to be 20 bludgeoning damage and 3 necrotic damage.
Hi, shark.
It looks
Oh.
really messed up,
Oh,
but it's still swimming.
Okay.
I think that's your turn. Unless there's anything else, Win, you're up next.
Wayne.
There's nothing else? Okay. I'm gonna try Eldritch Blast again, but on the one that's really messed up. So just maybe I'll have better luck because it's already messed up. I don't know. Who's to say? Not me.
These are independent events.
I know, but shush.
you have advantage. Don't forget.
There
Okay.
you go. That helps.
That helped quite a bit. 19.
19. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. 1 damage.
What?
Please tell me that's all it took. Please tell us, Eric.
You want to?
No, it's good. As you hit it, it almost like splashes across its face like a refreshing blast as it comes up and is going to bite at Gut, who's hanging off the side. I
thought Eldritch Blast was supposed to be like super
So
good.
it is really
Just
good.
when it works.
So just before that, Eric, are bonus actions the same as reactions, or they're different?
They are different.
Okay, because I do still have the Halo of Spores. So since this starts within 10 feet of me, it needs to make a con saving throw.
Is that your reaction?
Yes.
Okay. Con saving throw. It's a 1.
Okay. So this is 5 necrotic damage.
Oh my god. All right. Still going. Okay. It's
What is this shark made of?
Yeah. All right.
Get this one though.
so it's going to try and bite out towards you. It's baned. That is a 16 to hit.
Misses.
Does it really?
Yes.
Nice. All right. And then it's going to lunge back up and take another crack at you, I guess.
Okay.
And then
I think I can do something here.
shit, yeah, it's gonna miss again as it tries to basically try and grab you as you're down there. The other one is gonna try and see if it can figure out what's going on with this Kraken. Oh yeah. It knows it's an illusion.
Meh.
And it's gonna dive under the water and you don't see it.
That's unfortunate.
I will go back to the top of the order. Idis, you're up next. Sven, then Callista.
I mean, is the shark still there?
Mm-hmm.
I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I I'm going to. Do I have to lean over the edge too to take a swipe at this shark?
If you want to melee, yes.
What if I just want to throw?
You can. Yeah, you can. You don't have to lean over to throw.
Okay, because we still get advantage, and I have a second dagger. So I am going to, staying next to Win, I'm going to stand up straight and take out my other dagger, which is going to show up in my actions here. And feeling invigorated from the cry from the little kobold who's standing right next to us as well, I'm just going to try and like chuck the dagger but curve it around Gut.
So you're gonna wanted this dagger into the thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just for flavor though.
Love
That's
it.
not like
Yeah, no, that's
all
all the flavor in the world. Is you throw this dagger, starts to spin.
at advantage. I mean, that's natural 17 to hit.
It does hit, yes.
So it is going to be
I'm looking it up.
7 piercing as the dagger just sort of like
Ooh.
spins around.
Wow.
Gut like taking off just a little bit of beard hair as it goes.
It's patchy. Yeah. I'm gonna. How do you want to do this?
Ooh. I'm going to say that the dagger, as it goes, it just leaves like this little rainbow of color that kind of like traces the path of it as it comes around Gut and just sort of like bonks into the side of the shark.
As your dagger embeds into the side, finishing it off, the shark starts to drift into the water. The knife with it down into the darkness. As you do lose your dagger, but you do kill the shark. I am gonna drop us out of combat order, so feel free to freestyle this. But all of a sudden, you start to hear the ship lurch. Moment passes.
It's like rocking.
Yeah, like something's hitting it.
I have a crazy idea. All right.
And that just keeps repeating.
Sven,
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna say, here, hold this. Give you my spear that has the 50 feet of silken rope on it, and dive into the water.
Like holding the spear?
No.
Yeah, holding the spear end.
Oh
Why
my
would I hold the useful end?
So Sven's holding the rope.
Yep.
Sven, are you holding the rope? Okay, you dive in. You see as you hit the water, you see the shark underneath, the third shark, basically bashing into the bottom of this ship, trying to basically try and bite through the hull. What's his passive?
Poor little.
Passive
Feel
perception.
bad.
Give me I'm gonna say, yeah, it'll see you as you definitely get its attention.
And we're out of
Yeah. What do you do? What do you do? You've jumped into the water with a shark. What do you do?
Yep, that's me. Classic me. I'm trying to do something stupid just for fun. Is the ship moving still?
Yeah.
It's important to my question. I am going to.
I am going to jump back to everybody after this to see what you guys are doing. So come up with something.
Yeah, no, it's dissonant whispers. I just wanted to make sure it works on a shark.
It will.
You whisper a discordant melody that only a creature of your choice. That's fine. It doesn't need to know words or anything. So, wisdom 13.
Okay, not banned.
Junk's just holding out the limb, being like, "Well, if she comes back missing an arm."
Great.
God is just like feeling his beard that got like lopped off by this dagger.
Yeah.
It's just like the split ends.
Yeah, it fails.
The creature fails?
Correct.
Oh, so I'm casting it at level 2.
Mm-hmm.
So how do I do that to make sure it's at 2? Perfect, second level. Okay, cast. So, yeah, did that. Cool. What is my attack? Sorry, Eric. We're learning. It's 10 psychic.
Okay. As it takes the damage, you see it kind of panic all of a sudden, stop, and swim off into the darkness below, disappearing from your sight. I'm going to end the combat there as Dissonant Whisper makes them basically run away. As you guys, as you guys push forward with your ship moving, I am going to go back up to the top. What are you guys doing while this is happening?
Climbing back.
Yeah, I'll help Callista get back on. Like I'll pull the rope up or hold it steady.
Okay, easy enough.
I would like to take over the captain's wheel and just try and keep her.
Okay, yeah, you regain control of the ship, wounded but recovered.
The big wheel.
I'm on the non-exist, like the non.
Yeah, the big wheel of flux. Take the wheel.
I'm just pretending to like, yeah,
He's in the big wheel in the front.
yeah.
Yes. He's just trying to steer the bow like the
Not-
immobile wood.
Not realizing it's like the anchor just moving back and forth.
Yeah. Callista, as you're getting pulled back up, give me a perception check.
Okay.
You know, Gut, it looks good. It sort of suits you. It suits you.
Yeah. Could use a little style update.
13.
15?
1, 3, 13.
1, 3. You don't get a good look, but you do notice that the bottom of the ship has been damaged a bit.
Oh shit.
I'm kidding.
Hey guys, I was super awesome down there. Really surprised myself. Bad news though, I think we're probably gonna be taking on some water. So I'm gonna head down. Anyone good woodworking? That sort of thing? Metal guys?
Anyone help? I'll keep steering, but we need people to go down and bail.
I'll go down.
Mabel?
I don't want this ship sinking.
Yeah, get Mabel.
I will help. I will help. I will help.
Okay. As you guys all head down,
I'm just gonna be sitting with Sprocket, making sure he's doing all right after the shark attack. You know, keep calm and boron.
Okay. All right. So as you work your way down,
I'll go check the ship from the inside. Or were you guys going
That's what
underneath?
they were
or-
doing.
Oh, I thought they were. Or for some reason, I was thinking they were checking the outside. They were swimming underneath.
No, they're all going just downstairs.
Okay, I'll stay on top. Sorry.
okay. I'll keep you up there. Okay. So as you guys go down, you notice that there are a couple cracks in the bottom of the ship. While water isn't coming on board yet, basically you were able to hold off and get the shark off of you just in time. You do notice that there are some weaker points in the very base of the hull that looks like if you were to run aground or take another bump, it likely will spring a leak. So you're on thin ice. You're okay for now as long as nothing hits the bottom of your ship.
Our ship's bloodied.
Yes, your ship is bloodied.
Are there any like spare planks or anything like that?
Yeah, you find
Barrels.
a barrel filled with spare wood.
Playing Sea of Thieves now. I knew it.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
As well as a barrel filled with bananas.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one
I've
with
got,
cannibals.
I've got pitons and I've got an iron pot. I was like, the very least, I'm gonna makeshift hammer some of the boards.
Wait, is there a fourth shark hiding in a barrel inside of our hull?
No, you're
Trying to
good.
find its way out.
How far are we along to? We're only a day and a half.
This is
Roughly?
you're on day 2.
Day 2. Okay.
All right.
Out of 5.
Out of 5. There.
So
Great.
your ship has been permanently weakened until you get it fixed properly, essentially, and pay for the repairs. If there's anything else you guys would like to do today, I'm going to turn it over to you guys. What do you want to do? What's your
Is it possible to see a map of where we are?
Yeah, certainly. Let's see. I can maybe do this. Hold
I have this one open. This is what I've been looking at.
on. Does this work? Let's see. Oh,
Cam, that's really funny, just as an FYI.
Yeah, that was very funny.
Doodles done.
That sounds like Sven.
I didn't even bother
Okay.
to go down and check.
you guys would be about here.
I was smarter.
Not there. Come on.
Where is it?
I don't see it.
Oh, okay, that's
I
Ah,
see
Oh,
it.
right there. Okay.
oh, we're just going in circles.
I could recommend that we stop at Broken Bank and repair the ship, and then keep going on our journey.
Which island is my aunt at?
I was gonna say
Okay.
Vicky's
The
just
Vidi,
above
the
us.
VDK.
The VDK. We could go there. We could go to VDK.
She know how to repair ships.
I mean, she knows a lot of stuff.
She's on an island.
Yeah.
I hope so.
This
I
is
mean,
not your first boatio.
Regardless, it'll be easier to repair the ship when we're not trying to sail it at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah, good point.
Aunt Cal it is.
Are people okay with a stop?
Oh, we're gonna have to.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Eric, I would like to do one more thing before the day ends.
Yeah.
Which is I would like to attempt to cook the grouper that I caught the day before.
Oh, don't leave it. It'll burn the ship down.
Okay.
Great.
All right. Yeah. So if you want, I think you know how to do this. It is considered a beast.
Yeah, it's considered beast. Got it. And
Roast beast.
I always need to double check my roll.
Roast.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Burn the
You
ship
burn the
down.
ship down.
So I failed the attempt by 1.
Oh,
Did you add your proficiency or?
Oh. No, I guess I didn't. That's true.
If you're
So,
you're proficient with
it
cook's
just-
utensil.
It
Yeah.
just passes.
There you go.
Nice.
All right. So I guess to describe it, in the evening time, unless someone's doing something like before the evening, on that day, Gut is gonna wheel out, basically like on whatever like platter or plates that are on the ship. Just say, "All right, I got some special food for us, not just rations." And you are going to see just 1 second. Where is it?
Premium images.
Yeah, second.
It's worth the production value.
No, it's okay. All right. So basically, some sides of the fish have been grilled along with some of the very long, thin mushrooms that he was using as the worm bait. And so he's going to pass this out to the group, to just to eat as like a flavorful meal. But there is one dish that contains the fully cooked head of the grouper, and he's going to turn to Junkrat and say, "As a thanks for giving me the rod, this special one's for you." And so now you basically have a dish that you can eat it to regain 1d6 plus 4 hit points.
That's cool.
oh,
Best friends.
Doc is gonna remember this.
That's really cute.
the next 3 minutes and then forget.
No, I was thinking this before you cooked me that, but Junk, you'll see spending kind of the rest of the evening knitting together what looks to be a hat, and you kind of see him kind of not looking over at the grouper head because he would have eaten it, but like you'll notice similarities in the hat that he's knitting towards like what a comedic grouper fish head might look like.
Nice.
Blue, like shades of blue yarn. Like grouper's kind of more grayish, but this is definitely more Junk style.
Nice.
like almost a cartoonish blue fish.
I would die.
And he's gonna spend the rest of the evening knitting that.
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
This is my favorite friendship.
I know, isn't it adorable? Is there any like alcohol on this boat?
1000%.
Win, is there any alcohol on the boat?
Yeah, well, it does belong to the bartender. So I would envision that there's like a tiny little bar, a mini tiki bar, if you will.
Mini tea bar?
Yeah.
Gonna raid Daddy's liquor cabinet.
Yeah. It comes with the rental fee.
The mini
Like I'm
bar.
imagining sometime after the grouper fish dinner while Eunice is kind of just like observing Junkrat knitting his hat, which is the cutest vision in the history of the world here. And everyone just sort of like meanders before nightfall or before landfall. I'm going to just like grab a drink of whatever I remember from the bar a couple nights ago that Sven was drinking. And I'm going to pick two and I'm going to go up to Sven, who is somewhere.
I was actually going to say I was at the bar.
Great. Okay, then I'm gonna go and join you at the bar. And just but kind of like lean up against it, like one hand on the drinks that I'm still facing the room, and just look over at you and just you drink alone often, are you okay?
I find it most enjoyable to drink alone.
Oh,
Feel free to join me though.
getting some mixed messages, but okay.
Hmm.
You a bit shaky after seeing your deity today? Yesterday?
I'll admit that was new. Wasn't really expecting that. Haven't met him before.
But still your deity?
Yeah. Still my deity.
I don't know why that's funny, but it is. Adis is just gonna kind of nod and then sort of absent-mindedly you see like a very tiny version of mage hand that's the same kind of purple as the smoke coming off of your helmet, and it just kind of like flashes into existence and then sort of disappears as she's sort of mindlessly playing, and she's just going to turn back to you and just your helmet, what color is it to you?
What color? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, what color? I don't always see the right color, so I want to know if this is what I see.
It's a red color. But that doesn't guarantee that you and I see the same red.
Most definitely thought it was purple for some reason.
Yeah, I think I described it as purple, but the
You
item is.
did, yeah. It was the eyes or something.
Does it matter? Can it be purple?
Mhm.
Okay, then scratch everything I just said. It's purple.
Is that the color you want it to be, or is that?
Yeah. Purple's what I had in my head, but when Eric gave me the item, I realized what he was going for. Like when he used the item, it says red, so I wasn't sure. So it's purple.
Okay, it's purple. Great. I only followed half of that. No, it's purple to me too, but it's I had to be sure because sometimes I don't see it right. It's
You want to
different.
ask about it, don't you?
Very much so. What is it? I want to know.
It's an item that I obtained of my own volition while on my own quest.
So you did get a quest before from the Stormlord?
No, nothing like that. Just personally, my own adventures, my own doing.
By choice, or were you forced into it?
It was by choice. I acquired it by choice.
Do I believe him?
Pardon?
Do I believe you?
Do you believe me? I can't answer that for you. That's
I'd like to roll an insight check on this.
So roll an insight check. Cam, you can roll either deception or persuasion. You don't have to say which one. Just tell me the result.
Oh no, I rolled it on here.
Oh, I rolled a 14.
I rolled a 15. It's public. I did roll.
So you wouldn't know. You don't know what if they're lying or not.
That's interesting. She like adjusts to like go and pick up Yellow, who was just kind of wandering on the floor, and
In
just sort of
the
quiet.
in the like moments of silence that occur while you do that, I'm gonna say, I've been thinking when they were repairing the ship earlier, if they repaired it one board at a time, eventually could you still call it the same ship? And I want it in canon. That's the first time my character has thought of that.
I mean, that's a very interesting. I don't know. I mean, we like handled the woods, right? So I'd feel like it is the same ship with the same name. This goes on for a while.
I was gonna say, wait, like that, yeah. Successfully
like
changed the subject.
deteriorates as you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is Flux up to right now?
Oh, I'm outside at the front of the bow of the ship with the fake steering wheel, and if you remember what does Dwight say? What do you do with a drunken sailor? And I'm just like singing that on the bow of the ship, and I'm like, I guess I've made a custom to be like, or I made friends with Sprocket, and I'm just like petting Sprocket or whatever, and just hanging out outside, and I'm just singing while I'm like sailing.
I'm gonna come up to you and I'm gonna just do minor illusion with my instrument and just have like little like fireworks going off in front of you. Just for flavor, just for fun. And we're just gonna hang out. I was like, I'm very into this drunken sailor singing.
Well, I don't sleep, so it doesn't matter.
Eventually I'll fall asleep, but I'll probably nicked some alcohol.
Does Flux not have to like do and does Flux not have to do any sort of like battery rechargeal or anything? Like there's nothing?
He has to remain motionless for 8 hours while everybody sleeps, but he can still he's awake during the time. So he has to like basically go into low power mode.
Yeah, gotcha.
It's called like Sentry,
Yeah.
something like that.
Like our car.
Yeah, so you're awake. You can't do much. As you guys, the two of you are doing that, Mabel comes up to you guys and it's like,
Mabel.
that was pretty brave of you guys, like all of you, to fight off that attack. I hope Wynn's okay. I saw she took a pretty nasty bite. I don't know where Wynn is.
I'm on the steering wheel still.
I think Mabel's gonna actually come up to you instead. Be like, how are you doing?
I you know what? I feel about 75% of what I did before. And I'm sure I'll continue to feel better over time. But maybe after I go to bed, I'll eventually feel better. But I think I'm okay.
Well, if you need me to take over while you sleep, I don't mind. I'm somewhat proficient in water vehicles. But I want to say, while you guys went up to Celestia's Edge, I got some time to get to know your dad a bit.
You did?
He's quite something.
Yeah. What did you learn about him?
He's very passionate about his craft, his craft beer, and specifically you. I don't mean to be insensitive, but I don't see the family relation.
Yeah, but there's.
Wait, you are being insensitive.
Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting. Huh.
Okay.
Fucking spend conversation all over again.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
My dad, that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm. Quick question though, why didn't he come with us?
He's always at the bar. He has to work. He has to man the bar. He has to tend the bar.
I'm sure he likes to get out for some fun at some point.
The bar is the fun times. The people that come in, that's that's just the best. You get to meet a whole bunch of different characters of people. That's kind of fun too.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We all have our ways to have fun, right? Right? Mabel?
Yeah, yeah, I think we do. But like, I don't know. I couldn't just stay in the bar all the time. I'd want to see the world a little bit, and like we're doing now. And it's pretty. You know what? I will say it's pretty awesome that he lets you kind of do this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like he encourages me.
You must
He
be
wants me to do that.
must be pretty special for him to have that much trust in you. For
Yeah.
someone so young.
Well, I mean, we all have to start somewhere, right? And so he just has to trust me, and he's there if I need him. He'll figure out a way to help me if I need help.
Well, if we're talking about trust, do you trust me?
You know what, Mabel? I don't know you very well.
Well, maybe you should get to know me a little bit better.
Maybe you should get to know me a little bit better.
I'd like that.
Okay, we'll be friends one day, but not today.
Whoa!
Wow.
Jesus.
All right, I guess I'll keep
Fuck's
my
off there.
secrets to myself.
No,
All right, then keep your secrets.
I'm just kidding. I'd like to become friends too.
Hey, leave those Lord of the Rings quotes to Andrea.
All right.
But I don't know anything about you, Mabel. Like, where did you come from? It's hard for me to start talking to someone without knowing anything first. Probably the same for you. Those kind of things take time to build.
I think I mentioned I came from a different plane, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if my plane exists anymore.
Really? What makes you think that?
That thing that happened in the sky a couple days ago?
Andrea. It's just so mad table flipping.
I'm worried that Sigan and his troop have gone to run ruckshot over my home, because I think where I come from, if that falls, I think there's not much that it's going to be left to save us. So hopefully appeasing this god is going to be worth it.
We should have told us before we left.
Yeah, I mean, I'm concerned for you. And I guess for all of us. You didn't bring this up. How come you didn't tell us you thought that that's what was happening?
Well, you guys seem to be in like a little clique, and you kind of just you just kind of came up to me afterwards and decided to invite me along. So,
Well, that's fair. But you know what, Mabel? If you're gonna be in the clique, then start communicating. Tell us what you think needs to be done.
well, Win, if we can get a god on our side, that's a huge step. So, I'm not saying it's a bad idea, but if we're gonna stop what I think Sigan's trying to do, we need to find a way to get to him, because it's not gonna be worth waiting for him to come back.
That's a good point.
And we need to be ready. I think, as they say, the best defense is a good offense.
Mm-hmm.
And that if you're not with me, you're against me.
Well, I guess I have a couple more questions for you. That was very funny. Yes. I would like to ask you a couple of questions. What were you doing before you got put in jail?
Well, I think as I mentioned earlier, I escaped the astral sea.
Mm-hmm.
I was a traveler. I was a cartographer. That was kind of the life I had set up before me. And I'd like to share more, but only if I know you guys can trust me.
But how would we know? How will you know that if we don't know it yet?
Well, let's just say I want to know more about you guys.
Okay.
And then she kind of walks off. To be continued.
Okay.
And goes finds a spot to rest, not to sleep, but to just kind of look out at the stars above during the night.
Can I just kind of like retcon that I would like to insight check while she's still in my vicinity?
Sure.
I don't insight check.
Okay.
Ignore
All right.
that.
Any last things before we call it a night?
If I have a second to run to my stateroom, I would like to grab my friendship bracelet making kit, and I'm gonna attach the friendship bracelets to the spokes of the wheel and start making friendship bracelets for everyone else in the group.
Oh.
That's the
Okay.
perfect shape for it.
Yeah. All right. Hearing nothing else, I'm going to say that your night goes uneventfully, and that leads into the next morning as you sail further and further south. As you notice on the horizon a small little island with a sandy beach coming up in front of you, VDK, land ho. We'll end the session there tonight.
Yay!